welcome. Happy Wednesday, right? Happy Wednesday. My name is Lynn. I'm a tarot card reader, amongst other things. I'm going to do a collective reading for you guys in a little while. Hope everybody's doing well. Live readings are available, and I did offer yes or no's and one questions. So I put the description in my YouTube. I'm also live on YouTube. I didn't put it in TikTok, but we were talking about that yesterday on the live, so I decided to give that a try. But yeah, personal readings are available. Also, the description is in my bio on my page. The donation for the live reading is on the Cashapp in my bio as well. The YouTube is in the description on this video. Thank you for the likes. So yesterday we got to, I think over 20K. I liked how we got to 50K, so I want to try to, I don't know. I had a rough morning this morning, it was crazy. So this is not how I usually begin, but I'd like to try to see if we can get to 50K. I want to get to 100, but let's see if we can get to 50K again. Maybe over 50. Let's see. But yesterday I left the collective reading off with the divine masculine, divine feminine. It's on YouTube, I think, because I went live both places, and I'm supposed to be following up from there. So I'm a little nervous to do that. I've never done that before, but I'm curious to see. Thank you so much for the likes so far. That's amazing. I missed you yesterday. You didn't come on, but it was quite a time. All right, let me shuffle these really quick. Thank you so much for the likes. I'm gonna roll the dice today too, but I want to tap into divine masculine, divine feminine, and spirit. The continuation from yesterday's reading. We left off with why there was an emperor and an empress in Hangman. Thank you for the like on YouTube. Welcome to the live. I'm doing a collective reading. Please like the live as you come in. And if you're watching this in the replay, make sure you like and information bio of this video, the description, and the bio of my page where you just hit more. Our readings, ask questions. What's that about? Oh, hey, Kat. I just noticed you. I had such a rough morning. It was crazy. I caught myself taking a ginger shot, and it like burned through my intestines, basically. So that was a rough morning. More drama, more lives. It was a lot of drama yesterday, but it was funny. I caught myself, it was so funny, Kat, because I caught myself like giggling in my sleep at the banter from yesterday. It was pretty funny. That's how I knew I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I think these are okay. Let's roll some dice. I saw that he surely did try to go in on you, but what I liked is how you held your own. It was funny. I don't know if I could be that funny and like, you know, people throwing jabs at the same time. I be getting petty. I was never really good at that, you know, doing jokes and shit. I don't know what's with the radio. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Just thinking about it now, and then I'm like thinking about it, I'm like, man, you dramatic as hell, but it was pretty bad. It was bad. What are we doing? The planets. Let me just unlock this because I already see what's coming. I can still feel it in my stomach a little bit. Middle planets. Oh, spirit. Damn. All of the complicated ones to me. That's funny. All the ones I be getting confused, they're all here. It's so funny. So I know for sure this is Neptune. So it's something spiritual because Neptune is very spiritual. It has the 3 arcs. I was watching something on thank you for the likes. TikTok is going up. We already had 1,000. That's what's up. I was watching something on YouTube. It's called Spirit Science, and it's about God, and like the titles of God and the belief of God and stuff like that. And it's really interesting. You should definitely check it out. And they brought up Poseidon's trident and the significance between the different staffs that different gods, you know, just a pattern of 3, you know, mind, body, spirit, 3. I was just looking at that because that is a pattern that I'm seeing here right now. So I know that one is Neptune. What planet is that? I think that might be Uranus. Uranus, symbol. See, the thing is there's more than one. Yeah, that one is Uranus. This one. You see that? This one is Neptune. You see the 3 parts of each one? 3 and 3. That's why I brought that up. So there was something about mind, body, spirit, or maybe somebody believes in the Trinity. I happened to pull my thing out today. I don't know. Maybe then there's if that's Uranus, that's Neptune. That must be. I don't even know. Is that Pluto? Oh, it's a transformation. Uranus is it rules Aquarius, and Aquariuses are typically very rebellious, right? So somebody's rebelling against something that could have to do with spirituality. What's that? I think that's Pluto. Yep, that's Pluto. And although it has 3 in its own way, I guess the point on the bottom and the point on the 2 side, it almost looks like the Unk. I ain't got it on today. Let me go get it right quick. I'll be right back. Because isn't transformation also the cross? Isn't that? Because the cross is at the bottom. Look, See? That's super cool. And I was so adamant about pulling it out. I don't know, something. And Pluto's transformation and it's cold. Somebody could be a bit cold right now. They could be because they're going through some sort of transformation, spiritual, and Aquarius possibly. Somebody who typically is already an outside thinker. You know what I'm saying? Rebellious in the way that they think, how they move. It's very interesting. This person could be going through some sort of transformation. Maybe you have this in your chart. Oh, nice. Yes, tap the screen. Thank you. We had 2K, 1211 on the time. It's almost 1212. That's a mirroring number. Maybe mirroring or twin. Mirroring, I think, would be 1221. What are the signs? Sagittarius, Aries, Sagittarius again. I got Sagittarius twice. Interesting. So it's a lot of fire. In my morning read this morning, it was a lot of fire too. So, and I was a divine. I don't know why I said divine, but it was a feminine. And the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. So I feel like I'm really honing in on maybe the feminine. Let's see. Let's pull the numbers and see. Thank you for the likes. 3K already. Wow. Let's see who's up there. There's only 5 of you in here. Thank you, Becca. Thank you, Adapt. Cougar Lady. Those are like the top 3 in here. There you go. Thank you, Kat, for your assistance. What are the numbers? And let's get the planets on that too. What's the numbers? 5. See, that's transformation. 3, like I said. Oh my God, didn't I say 3? 3 was significant. I said that. That's funny. 5, transformation. That's what I said. 3 was mind, body, spirit. 5, transformation. Wow, and I'm getting like Christ consciousness heavy. Somebody could be going through that type of awakening, like a Christ consciousness. 11:11 confirmation. Wasn't it just 12:11? You could be seeing 11:11. Wow, it's crazy. Okay, so how y'all feel? Let's see what comes out. Thank you for the like, Becca. Thank you. And thank you for the gifts. I just noticed that. What is it, Latisa? Thank you for the likes and the gifts. I pray that whatever you give energetically, the likes, the shares, the comments, they return back to you tenfold, okay? Let's see. Holy Spirit. 5 of Cups. Is this in the upright or reverse? It's in the upright. Let's see past, present, future. I just thought about it. So maybe something hurt in the past, present. Ooh. King of Wands, 7 of Swords. That's present. All right. Future. 6 of Swords. Okay. Advice. One card at a time, please. Eight of Swords. So, tell me about this Five of Cups in the past. What's this Five of Cups in here? It's about a new beginning. Fresh, bright future, a fresh start of some sort, a possibility. It's also Cups. Somebody could be cold, the Queen of Swords. All right. What's the Seven of Swords? King of Wands. Really? All right. Is it upright or reverse? Because, I mean, I had a feeling. One more time. Is it upright or reverse? I'm going to take it sideways. Oh, thank you, Leah. Look at y'all coming through. That's what I'm talking about. We have 4K up there. That was clever, and I didn't even have to say that. That's what I'm talking about. This is about wish fulfillment. Somebody maybe, okay, so it's the King of Wands clarifying. I'm clarifying the King of Wands and the Seven of Swords, right? But the wish fulfillment came out. Their position isn't clear, so this person's trying to get something that they want. Oh, Ten of Pentacles, possibly. I was just going to ask, what's the wish fulfillment? What's the wish fulfillment? Balance. Financial stability and success. Temperance. One more. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So that's presently what it is. It could either, because the Seven of Swords, it could be theft or it could be just moving strategically. Let me take one more. Look, Nine of Pentacles. What is the Seven of Swords? One more time. What's the energy behind it, please, Spirit? This person could, okay. The Ten of Pentacles came out in reverse. Thank you for the subscription. Is this upright in reverse? Yeah, my shit's in reverse, bro. This person could have, it could be bankrupt. It could be broke. Or rocky, loose foundation, conflicts with boundaries, instability at home somehow. So the Ten of Pentacles is they want balance their pentacles out with you. But it look like all they got is this Page of Pentacles, hope and a wish and a dream. Because they're Ten of Pentacles in reverse. That's why, okay, so, I don't know. The wish fulfillment, the Nine of Cups isn't coming out upright, and the next one is the Six of Swords. So we asked for clarity on last time as to why the divine masculine, divine feminine, that connection, because it's here, feminine is here, she's in the Queen of Swords, cold. I could pull one more when it comes to the new start. The Ace of Cups. Thank you for the likes, YouTube. Let me see some. See? Death is on the bottom. What's the Six of Swords? Oh, wow. See? Tower. Child. I can't make that up. A tower. Okay. Tell me more about the tower. What's the tower? I wish I could put y'all in a different direction, I swear. I don't know where to do it. Well, maybe I could put it over here. Yeah, because somebody's a star. Y'all want to go over here? Let me see something. Then I'm not going to be able to see my computer. Let me see. I need a bigger desk. No, I can't put it there. You won't be able to hear me. You can't see the cards or nothing. It's super boring. Okay. I don't know. That really doesn't change much. Sorry. It'll work out. I don't care no way. Anyway, let's keep going. Yeah, the towers here, clarifying the six of swords. Tower, six of swords, the star. Somebody went through like a rebirth, hope, direction, belief, positivity. It clearly says rebirth on the card. So that could have been a change. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. You guys gotta stay down here. I'm so sorry. It's just safer. Anyway, I can do it this way. This one's sitting up. Oh, nice. I don't know. I'm struggling. Right, that's good. Okay. Now to the advice, because that's saying eight of swords. So somebody could be feeling stuck or in some sort of dilemma or something like that. Tell me more about this eight of swords. God, I don't know. See, that's just crazy. No, no. There's been a decision made about the two of cups. Somebody's defensive. Could be this queen of pentacles. What's this coming out? Yeah, somebody judged something. That's all that came out. See, stalemate or decision about a two of cups. Seven of wands, defensive. No, you're cool. I mean, I could go through the things for you really quick. I didn't start not too long ago. And judgment. But I'm gonna put these back because that was really quick though. So we started out with the five of cups, queen of swords, page of cups, clarifying that. If somebody's sad over a new beginning, maybe because the queen of swords. Look how she has her back to the page of cups. You know what I'm saying? Hi, hello, welcome. Right? So, and she's in the Queen of Swords, so she looks kind of a little cold. Next, that was past. That could have been a past issue, something that happened already. Present is this King of Wands being strategic. I said strategic, but there could be theft here also, depending on who it is I'm talking to, because that is what the Seven of Wands. It's lies, deception, and then when I looked that up and clarified that, it was the wish fulfillment. I mean, I don't know if this person is getting their wish. It's not. It wasn't really. It hasn't really come out upright like I'd like it. So maybe tell me about that. Which means it's just not upright. It either is or it isn't. Right. So when I clarified the wish fulfillment, Page of Pentacles and balance. So this person wants some sort of abundance, a new beginning in terms of abundance. When I clarified what exactly is a wish fulfillment, the Ten of Pentacles came in reverse. So maybe this person is in some sort of lack, bankruptcy, a lack of pentacles, clearly, which is why they're manifesting pentacles. Now, what maybe that has some association with this new start with this Queen of Swords, possibly. I don't know, because the Ten of Pentacles does associate with family. Okay. Wow, well, we're not there yet. I thought we were already at 10K. I got excited. I'm sorry. But, okay. Thanks for the assistance there, Brittany. In my head. So, oh, and then the last one was what's that? Past, present, future. Six of Swords. So for future. And Tower. Star. So somebody, to me, that's saying somebody went through a rebirth. They got into their star energy. Whatever that looks like for them. Okay? Direction. Positivity. Inspiration. Come on. These are all things that change people. You feel me? That was the Tower. Like legit. Thank you for the likes. We're already at 7,000. Okay, so then I'm here at the advice, which is the 8. No, 7 of Swords. Somebody could be in their head about something. Let's see. What's the advice with the 7 of Swords? Okay. Emperor Hierophant. That's interesting that they came out together like that. Is this loud? I feel like that's loud. King of Pentacles as well. Tell me more about the Hierophant and the Emperor. Yeah, this person feels sad. They feel like they missed an opportunity. What's with the Hierophant card? Justice. One more. Ooh, High Priestess. That's crazy. Did you see that? Oh, I have to tell her about that. Did you see that? Sorry about that. The Hierophant came out first with the Emperor, right? And then the 4 Cups. But I wasn't clear if the Emperor was the Hierophant just yet. Because that could mean a lot of things, right? And then the Justice came out. So this is justice, what's happening? In some sort of way? Because justice works a lot of ways. And then I was like, okay, I still want to know what's up with the energy of the Hierophant. This is a High Priestess. So they're matching. It is somebody who was in their Hierophant energy. The masculine match to the High Priestess. And there's a painful ending. That is the advice. Tell me one more. Forward movement. I'm like, what's the advice, Spirit? The Chariot. Wow. Then I got the 2 of Wands on the bottom. The Magician. Okay, somebody's moving forward and manifesting, or maybe that's what Spirit wants to encourage you to do. What's this? Yeah, follow your heart. Okay. And manifest. Oh, I'm like, manifest what? Whoa. 10 of Cups. Somebody is obsessed with this. Forward movement. They're manifesting this. Yep. One more. What's the devil? No. What's the devil? That's a 5 of Swords. That's a conflict. One more. What's the devil? Oh, okay. Let me get one more. Okay, I get it. What's this? Yeah. Wow. Look at that. Seven of Pentacles, the world, leap of faith. But you would think harvest, right, with Seven of Pentacles, and then completion. But that's basically it, because when I saw it, I saw celebration, wholeness, integration for long-term success, taking a leap of faith. That's the devil, because that's what I was asking. That's very interesting. How do you get there, though? It is. It's in Hangman. This is the same thing we saw yesterday, yes or no? This is the same thing we saw yesterday. We're almost at 10K. It's crazy. I'm asking for advice, right? That's what I said. It says the devil, the lovers. What's the devil? Seven of Pentacles, the world, leap of faith. I think that's what it is. I mean, more exact. The moon. Somebody's very scared, anxious, a lot of anxiety. I guess about illusion, something being an illusion, but is there an illusion? Listen to me. What's this? Queen of Pentacles. There she is. Didn't the King of Pentacles come out already? He was on the bottom. He wasn't here? This is very interesting. Let's see. What's the moon? Finding direction. So somebody could be trying to find their direction through the moon. That could be what those planets were too. That's a change and transformation possibly too. What's the moon? The King of Swords. Thank you, Becca, for the likes. Oh, we at 10K. Nice. Thank you for the gifts as well. I know, right? The Six of Cups hasn't come out though. But it's giving. I don't know. I never really confirmed that, huh? Well, if I was going off yesterday's reading, but that could go more than one way. Because this person says hopefully it's a new person, not an ex. Who said that? Leah. Ask about the Seven of Swords. Oh, that's fucking AI. Yeah, I got the King of Swords. What about the King of Swords? For the moon? Didn't we just say, oh, I didn't see the Six of Cups. I don't think it's somebody from the past. I think somebody from the past. I think this King of Swords is someone different from this person, though. You could be experiencing a lot of the moon energy that you have to work through because of somebody from the past who wants to come back who's a King of Swords. That's what I'm feeling like. Look, it could have been in that Knight of Swords energy. Tell me more about this King of Swords. Oh, Sun. Somebody's being exposed. Yep, and judged. Look at that. Look at that. What are the odds of that? This could be somebody in your family, somebody you know, something about 10 of Cups. Yeah. Reverse Empress. That Empress came out in reverse. Wheel of Fortune in the upright. There go that couple thing again. Tell me more. That is in reverse as well. There's an Empress here that is codependent. She's in reverse. She's not. Or maybe that's what they want for you. But the Wheel of Fortune's in the upright. Somebody from your past. I'm not going to tap into that. Because that's what's behind that moon. That could be what's making you. They could be sending you energy. Look, Two of Cups is all over this. You know what I'm saying? You have. That's why you're in the Queen of Swords. Oh, that matches the King of Swords, though. I didn't see there was a Queen of Swords out here. But there's definitely somebody from the past. The Six of Cups right there. And then the Sun, Judgment. They're getting judged for something. And the Wheel of Fortune, this could be karma. And the Ten of Cups give me somebody that could be like family. They don't have to be direct. They could be, you know, the Emperor is here too. Any masculine that's considered like family with the Ten of Cups. The Empress and the Nine of Cups is coming out in reverse. So yeah, dependence. With the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, that's also somebody who's dependent. There's a feminine here that's dependent. Maybe it could be a baby mother or something like that. Something weird. With the King of Swords, because this King of Swords also looks a bit problematic. And this is somebody that you know from the past, for sure. What does this have to do with anything? Why is this coming up? This is what's behind the moon. See, because the moon, there's a moon, then there's the sun. You see what I'm saying? And then the judgment. You know this? Look, those likes are going up. I'm hitting on something for somebody. Look at that. Listen, I was like, what's the problem here? You know what I'm saying? With taking the leap of faith on fulfillment of the Seven of Pentacles, the moon and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, but it's that person's having to find their direction through that. Why? And then I saw the King of Swords. Okay, what the heck is that? Somebody from the past that wants to return, Six of Cups. And then the Sun. Illumination. Illumination on what? Judgment. Awareness. And the Wheel of Fortune has turning in your upright. Because this person could have wanted you dependent. An Empress in reverse. Could be your baby daddy. That's why the family card is coming out. I don't know. I feel like that is very accurate for somebody. Maybe your baby dad is a real hater in the background you didn't even know. Energetically and everything. I haven't confirmed whether or not it's that same nigga that's over there. You feel me? Because that Queen of Wands, that King of Wands, because the Ten of Pentacles is in reverse. Yeah. So, the one that said is it an ex? I think so. I don't know if there's also a new person. That I have to see. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna take my sweater off. Exactly. That's exactly what I was trying to say. It's exposure here. And that is turning the wheel in somebody's favor. You know what I'm saying? Take this sweater off. My bad. All right, Ace of Pentacles. Look, Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups on the bottom. King of Cups is right here. Tell me more about this Queen of Swords with the Page of Cups. Ooh, jeez. It's gossip. It could be gossip around this situation. A lot of spying. Yeah. But somebody could be playing mind games too. Yeah, that's why somebody walked away. There's a lot of gossip. Tell me more. Why is this Queen of Swords? Everything wants to flip out. Yeah, competition and conflict. That's part of the problem. That's why she's in the Queen of Swords. This is pretty clear, isn't it? I feel like it is. I told you the signs, right? Sagittarius, Aries. This is fire, for sure. I don't know if you have fire in your chart. It kind of coincides because we're getting a little bit more clear on why in the other reading the Emperor was, after this Empress, and the Empress came out. This could be the lack of the Empress too with it in reverse. Her not being there in this Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups situation, emotional fulfillment. Always dramatic, such a stuff. Oh, you're so quiet, and then you'd say, you're so funny because it reminds me of myself sometimes. That's what it is. If you want, a specific, nice, calm reading, do personal. And we can just read you and I. I don't think it's dramatic, actually. Greed and money. Well, somebody's definitely broke here. I always be so quick to focus on the heartbreak. Somebody is being greedy, huh? You're absolutely right, Adapt. Yeah. Let's get this deck and see who this King of Wands is. How about that? Cause I only wanna give it to you. The problem is gays, people, you already know. What the heck is that? That's not nice. The problem is, no, that's gotta go. I'm sorry. How do I get rid of that? What else? Okay. Don't be talking about people. That's not cool. I'm not gonna let you do that. I don't care who it is. Cause I only wanna give it to you. Who's this King of Wands, Spirit? Tell me more. This one right here trying to steal this Ten of Pentacles. That's his wish fulfillment is to steal it. That is what it's looking like, Adapt, though. Because if you want this lady in the Nine of Pentacles and the Empress, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Oh no, you fucked my head up with that. Oh my god, you fucked my head up with that. Damn, I didn't see that. Hold on. Hell no. Hold on. Go back. What did I say? This star goes over here. Because that could be the problem because the person transformed. This could have been what they wanted from the beginning. If you look at it that way. Because the Ten of Pentacles in reverse and he has the Seven of Swords. That's his wish fulfillment. I, I don't. I wanted to say he was being strategic, but the Queen, the Empress, and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Are you with this King of Swords? And that's clarifying why this Queen of Pentacles is taking a new direction because this King of Swords from the past who's being exposed and judged in the will because of karma with this Wheel of Fortune. No, I think this Empress and this King of Swords is separate from this Queen of Pentacles, honestly, to be completely honest. But I'm gonna see. Okay, tell me about the cause that when I seen that Seven of Swords right here, it made me feel like theft more so than strategy. So that made me look back at this over here, like, hold on, is this a scheme? Is this a honeypot, whatever the fuck you call them things? Cause it's all I keep seeing on the internet. Tell me more about this King of Wands right here. You see, it's the same thing that's down here. What are the odds? So this person's definitely manifesting a financial opportunity right here. Paying for something. Tell me more. But that's the same card. The cycle completing. This is what he wants to. So tell me more. What's this King of Wands? The energy behind King of Wands. Yeah, Nine of Swords. This person's losing sleep at night. Over this Seven of Pentacles. Over this same Seven of Pentacles. Where was that? It was here. It was next to the leap of faith. I remember. Here it is. See. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. The World, that came out already in this deck too. The World. It's the same cards over and over. So that usually tells me whatever is energy over here is the energy that's over there. And the one that's over here, oh, the Emperor is here. So that makes sense. I need to pull some more on the King of Swords then. So, okay, that makes sense because that's the same thing that's coming out over here with taking a leap of faith on. But who's the King of Swords then? Clarify that. You saw that Hangman? Let's see if it's the same person. Queen of Wands. She hasn't been here anymore. King of Swords, Queen of Wands. They're coming out together. Come on. Is this the King or the Ace? My back is hurting. I think that's the King. I think I looked that up already. But I just want to make sure, because if that is, that would make a lot of sense. No, that's the ace. So the Queen of Wands, Ace of Swords, a breakthrough. What about it? Queen of Wands breakthrough. Somebody had a breakthrough. Maybe it's that Empress and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. What about it with the King? What's the King of Swords? The Empress. See, I just said that. Maybe it's the Empress. The Empress is also a Queen of Wands. See? Because she's right here in the reverse. So there's a breakthrough. Maybe that's what the star card is with this rebirth. She has some sort of association with this King of Wands. Though. Tell me more about this King because that's what I'm asking about. This person's burdens. Again, with the, what's this? Seven of Swords. That's what's over here. Yeah, this is the same person. Tell me about this King of Swords. He's coming out on in this deck. Would you believe that? With his back turned. This person could be trying to hide. This is incredible. Look at the Chariot. Forward movement from this. This is the same person. Tell me more. This King of Swords, and King of Wands. This is all falling under the Emperor. It's only two people, Emperor and Empress. Look, wish fulfillment. Just the same thing that was over here that was sideways. Somebody's very passionate about getting their wish. Still clear, but that time it was clarifying the King of Wands. But over here, it's kind of giving me shapeshifter too. But they're an emperor, and this is Emperor and Empress, so they can change. Except this Empress was either in reverse, or that was a part of what they wanted, or the lack of them is them showing up in reverse here. But yeah, someone who wants to take passionate action towards wish fulfillment. I think this is all the same person. I just don't know. I don't want to say. It just doesn't make me feel good though, because this person had to break through from that. Because I don't want to automatically assume, because we already have enough of that everywhere in tarot, that it's someone being manipulative, whatever, blah, blah, blah. As soon as you see the Seven of Swords, when it could mean other things, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that I'm seeing Judgment, the Sun, you know what I'm saying? The Queen of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles is all pre-Empress cards. So that's the Empress. The Queen of Pentacles and the Empress is here, and the Nine of Pentacles. You have to go through all those things to become the Empress anyway, especially the Queen of Pentacles. So this is definitely the same feminine. And she was in reverse. Financial dependency, that's what they wanted, I feel like. Maybe that's how she felt. Because it also says suffocation, insecurity, a creative block. That's what this person had to break through. So being in this situation with this, you know how some people can be just blockages? They don't intend to, but because of the way they live their lives doesn't align with how you live your life, your ass will turn around in the reverse. Not because you have evil intent or anything like that. Look, wow, we're already at 16K. Who's doing it? Becca, thank you so much. Thank you, Brittany, for the gifts as well. What we got going on over here? Yeah, yes, 15K. I know. That's awesome. You guys are amazing. Let's see how far we can go. Thank you. Hi, Glocky. That's an interesting name. But welcome. Thank you for the gifts. I didn't see that. Oh wow. Wife's family? You think it's the wife's family? Oh, I love it. Thank you. Thank you, Becca. That's my favorite. Oh my god, I love it. That's my favorite one. I love to see that one. Oh, thank you. Oh, thanks. Oh, you're gonna have me looking crazy out here. Thank you. I think I read all of those already. That was so sweet. That is my favorite one because it's like a stamp, like a kiss. I just like to see that one. It's a beautiful, by the way. That was so nice. Yeah, that was nice. I don't know, Adapt, do you feel like maybe it's someone in her family? But I'm getting that this King of Wands and this King of Swords could be the same person. Just trying to see why. You know, I'm trying to make that shit make sense. Because now maybe, because it's looking like you're sick and you want the Seven of Pentacles, and to fulfill that, then what happened here? That's what doesn't make it sense to me. You know what I'm saying? But this is the Empress. The Empress did have a breakthrough. I mean, it's clearly here. The Queen of Wands. Ace of Swords. And when I asked who was the Queen of Wands to confirm who that was, out came the Empress, which is who I was clarifying in reverse with the Nine of Pentacles. I mean, how else can you see that? I just don't get it. So you want to come back to do what? You want to come back because this person wants to take passionate action, like I said, towards wish fulfillment, the King of Swords. But for why? To suffocate me? I don't know. Because this Empress felt suffocated. There was a codependency situation going on. Take it where it resonates. This person could have been, you know, superficial as well, insecure, but there's still a breakthrough here in the star energy. Let's see who it was, even though I have a lot of things outside this deck right now. But let's just see. Tell me more about the star in the tower. Almost at 20K. This is a victory. Definitely, whoever's in this breakthrough. But tell me more about the star. It took a lot of strength. Yeah, somebody changed. No matter how you slice it, even if you weren't necessarily the aspect of the card where you were Empress in reverse and you were insecure, yada yada, or maybe you just felt, you know, suffocated, who knows, by this relationship and you had to break through. However that works, that still falls in line with the star energy that I think that the Empress is carrying. Because this person did experience a painful ending, and this is the sun, but the backside of the sun. Which always gives me a little bit of gloominess to that. Like, it's clarity, but it's sad, and then resilience. So it's like a wounded healer, wounded warrior. Look at the fucking hangman. That's what was in the last reading. That's how we ended the last reading. Hangman. I gotta go soon. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird because it gives a little bit of self-sabotage too. A little bit. Because when I feel the energy behind the cards, the person does genuinely want to do this cycle of completion with this harvest with you, but the intention is unclear, right? The intention feels unclear. Maybe that's why it's been paused, because I did call it a divine union yesterday, but it's just not. Something being a divine union doesn't necessarily mean it's perfect. It goes through a lot of trial and tribulations, you know? So, where did I end up? The King of Swords. Clarifying the King of Swords with the wish fulfillment. Let me get one more on the wish fulfillment in the page of wands. This is almost the night. What's the wish fulfillment? Give me one more. Yeah, a long-term investment. The Knight of Pentacles. But that shit takes forever and it never comes. Tell me more about the Seven Pentacles and the cycle completing. I think it's the same person. Yeah. This cycle completing is justice, though. Yeah. This person being in the moon, and this is for things, because look, the back side of this moon, it's the dark side. So this is more clarity, because light still comes from the moon. You can see. This side is darker. This side is not. You have the sun and the moon coming out in every single deck. This person is in lack. It's like physically in lack. This is like mentally in their head. Look at how they're. But this person is actually outside in the cold. Somebody could be experiencing like homelessness. I don't know. But this is justice. And that is present. It's the back of justice though. Maybe it's already hit them. Right? That's why they want them damn pentacles so bad. It keeps going back to the same thing. This person's in the Five of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This is about that more than anything else. I don't really see no cups here, to be honest. The only cups that I see is the wish fulfillment. Adapt, you have a really great point, don't you? I don't really see no cups here of emotion for real. I don't see a Three of Swords. I see this, just that they want this cycle to reopen again. This is something that the Empress had to break through. Justice, Hierophant, Emperor. It's justice for this Hierophant Emperor to miss this opportunity. Manifest, forward movement. No, for both people. It doesn't matter who it is, honestly. The Devil and the Moon. The Devil and the Moon in the Soul card and the Soulmate card. It's been a lot of illusions, man. With someone trying to manifest whatever it is that's on their heart to bring into fruition. The Devil and the Moon. While this person is finding direction towards their soulmate. Who's on the bottom again? The High Priestess. Yeah, painful ending. Yeah, exactly. There was a lot of illusions on this person's way to finding their soulmate. I don't know if that gives clarity to somebody or not, but there was. That's also the advice on the painful ending with the High Priestess at the bottom. So whatever happened. Oh, I didn't see that. My bad. Oops. Oh my God. How long does this take? Sorry about that. I didn't even see that thing up there. I feel like this Emperor had a lot of illusions, maybe even the High Priestess, that led to this painful ending. Maybe even that looks concerning. But there's a lot of illusions in the Devil card. Deceit, as they find the direction through the soulmate. What's the advice, Spirit? Right, ritual. Okay, what else? Magic is already out there. Pride. Self-love. Somebody's very prideful, has a lot of ego, a lot of self-love. Or maybe that's what, yeah, you need to work on. Care. Patron, support. Blessing. Yeah, somebody's protesting this. This is a lot. What's the Seven of Swords? They don't want to stop. Quit in reverse. One more. Compromise. Homeless. You're going to have to use a discernment. I mean, for some, yeah, they don't want to quit. They want a reconciliation. And they are in this povertous energy. That is, every time I pull it on this King of Wands, this area over here, ain't nothing but Five of Pentacles, homelessness. Ain't nothing but that coming out. They want to compromise so bad. I mean, over here though, you must have been a blessing to them. Or this person could be a blessing to you. I'm not sure, but I don't know what went awry. This looks like karma. What's happening with this person's situation, which is why they want to come back. It's a backfire. It's karma. Because you're supposed to be a blessing and support each other and care. Look at all this. It has the energy of this, but it's like something went the fuck left. Something. Maybe that is outside energy, like you're saying, because there's a protest here. Like there's people against the fact that you're getting this blessing. And somebody loves themselves. Somebody loves themselves. Tell me more. Justice. Again, justice is all over here. In every deck, it comes out justice. Somebody was done wrong. Something happened. This is crazy. Origin. This is a part of an initiation, probably, possibly, if you're spiritual. This whole debacle you've been in recently. I don't know. Somebody may be an original of something. I don't know why that word keeps coming out of my head. Your creativity is original. Something that you made originally only comes from you. Somebody's wearing a mask. You know what I said? I can see it, feel it. Like, it's like two puzzle pieces that looks like it's supposed to fit together, but it doesn't. What's the mask? Thank you, because this is what I was trying to fucking get at. It looked good. It looked like chocolate, but it's shit. Pride is in reverse. Self-worth. Somebody could be struggling with that. Tell me more. They don't have enough of an ego. You need your ego. Stubborn. Maybe they were stubborn in the past. They're not stubborn anymore. They had a lot of pride in the past. They don't have so much pride before. Now that karma is hitting. A bully. Somebody could have been a bully. Yeah. You were a gift, an alliance, a treasure. This is the energy somebody's sitting in. But that's a clear, stark difference than what this person is sitting in, isn't it? Are you getting the message from here? That's the problem. This person could have been a divine masculine. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not God. I can't make the rules. But this is going awry. Tell me more. And that was what it was showing in the first reading. There's an illness here, either spiritual or literal. Weakness, disease. What's that about? That's the advice over here. I knew I had to just get the fuck up out of the tarot deck because I couldn't get the clear answers that I was trying to get. Yeah, there's definitely a stalker. There goes a third wheel. But there's an end to that. The third wheel ends. There's been an ending to a third wheel situation. That could have been part of this damn conflict. Spirit wants you to know that. That third wheel situation could be over, right, with the death card there, and somebody's praying. They're either praying for the third wheel situation to be over, or the third wheel is praying. Somebody's praying, for sure. Could be the third wheel, because it's praying, third wheel, and then death. Somebody could have gave offerings, too. The third wheel could have gave offerings. And they're watching to see if it ended. That's what it's giving me. Like somebody paid something, gave something. The third wheel. It has to do with death. And now they sneaking and lurking and looking to see if the death is hitting where it's supposed to be. Oh, somebody's trying to be very optimistic, maybe even delirious. This could be, I don't know, the death magic that was said maybe to end the relationship, just like this person was saying. Tell me more. That didn't come out in the tarot. Yeah, because they're lonely. Interesting. This happens every single time. It doesn't matter what oracle deck I pick up. The third party don't come out in the tarot not till this. Do I see them? Unless that's this Empress here. No. Tell me more. right, here we go. Strategy. Ain't that what I've been saying this whole time? That's crazy. I have been saying this whole time. But there's also somebody doing some mind reading, prediction, planning, being very, very strategic. You could see that as deceitful and dishonest and criminal activity and all that shit. For real. Somebody's being strategic in the background. That's why it's so much illusion and shit and confusion. And this person probably wants to spin the block and they're in the Five of Pentacles because of this third party in the background. This is over a promise. This is over some fuck shit. This could be the competition. They did come out in tarot because they go to competition right there. Remember? And they go to spy. Look at that. It did come out in the tarot. There go to spy. It literally says gossip in reverse. Look. I'm not making it up. You see it? Gossipy. Stalking. Glance. Curiosity. Spy. Competition. So no, you may not have come out as an image because you're doing work so that you don't come out in the tarot, but I could still see you. I've been saying this for weeks. This is not the first time this has happened. Well, that would make sense. I bet you if I get my other deck that has the energy work in it, it's gonna pop out. But I hate to get that deck because then we're gonna also see a bunch of other stuff. How much you want to bet? Yeah, we did make it to 20K. Look at that. This AI moderator is funny. That's crazy. I can't believe that. Very, very interesting. Okay. Wow. This is a strategy to get a promise. Because I guess this person wants this person to propose to them. So this is like I knew it was. This is something that's supposed to come together. More than likely. And this person didn't make the right decision. That's why they're going through this justice here. Possibly. Tell me more. Now I'm looking at this Empress in reverse. Yeah, real estate, wealth, mega project. This could be a strategy for this. Somebody is attached to this. They could be attached. Oh, I did see treasure. Yeah, look. Somebody has a lot of abundance. You see? And there's some sort of real estate, wealth attached to this. This is the strategy. Maybe somebody wants to put a death to that. Collaboration. Oh, they could be collaborating with this other third party in the background. I don't know. Tell me more. Ah, robbery. I'm not. I can't. You can't make it up. I'm lying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. That's what this is. That's what this card is. Aren't they doing the same thing? I'm trying to be optimistic. Didn't that card come out? Optimistic, delusional? That you being delusional. This nigga trying to rob you. That's what it looked like, right? Or somebody that's attached to this person. Come on. It's funny. Listen. Then when I say, you're gonna be like, oh, you fear mongering, you scared. But it's true. Spirit is like, nah, this is not one of those times. I'm trying to stay away from it. I've been trying to duck it all reading, but come on, bro. Look at this. No. And if you can't decipher the two, can't separate this nigga from whatever's happening in the background right here, you gotta throw the whole trash out. Throw the whole seafood boil out. The whole shit's contaminated. It's fucked up. You see? I wouldn't do it. Tell me more. It's fate. Future you telling somebody, reading cards on somebody or something like that? Yeah. This may not be hesitation. Oh, they hesitating? Oh, because they pulling the cards and they seeing that maybe this shit didn't work. Also, somebody's getting the notice that whatever death energy you said probably possibly didn't work, or you're hesitating about it. I don't know. Like, I don't know what the abundance is. I don't know if it's this relationship. I don't know if I don't know. But somebody's hesitating about something and they're worried, possibly because whatever they did steal, that's going to become a problem from them, or the fact that they tried to steal it and it's not working out. I don't know. Whatever they try to put a death to, because somebody definitely pouring libations to bring a death to something. Oh no, they're looking for mercy now. Mercy and aid. Oh no, somebody's definitely down bad. Tell me more. Yeah, like, yep, somebody else is receiving good news. Just look at that. That's like two different energies. I wonder why. Tell me more. Gain. Then somebody wants mercy and charity while you're receiving good news and gain. Somebody about to travel, going, or this has been quite an adventure. Tell me more. That's your advice. Yeah, everything is like ping pong. Remember me? Reconciliation, reunion. I don't know, man. Not with shit on the table like robbery. Reunite to what? A robber's energy? Gotta be out of your mind. Yes, curse. And if it's not your energy, then why the fuck is it showing up in a reading that has anything to do with me? Until you sort that out, I need you to skedaddle. Skedaddle. Fuck that. I'm not figuring that shit out for you. I'm sorry. I got other things I gotta tend to. But the reading said it's a robber. I'm about to be ice cold to everything in that reading. Till I figure it out. Shit, I'm about to stand in front of this mousetrap forever. Bitch, you're gonna have to come out sometime. You're gonna get hungry eventually. I'll be waiting right here on your motherfucking ass like I knew it. You trapped. Somebody is trapped. It's giving, come out with your hands into the sky. Face forward. How was it? Turn around with your hands to the sky. We have the house surrounded. Tell me more. Oh, Robin who? Not me, sister. I'm so sorry. Yes. They want to curse this promise. That's what they want to take. If it's not an actual pentacle or money or whatever, it's this relationship. They want that. They want to curse that shit. Because that's what they want. They want that reassurance. Or if they're not going to get it, that's what something's happening in the background. But there's some justice that had to play out, though. Homeboy, something happened. What's up with this justice? Somebody's calm, though. Inner peace. Tell me more. Yeah, this is a person's family goal. Oh, this person's goal is to be your family. This person's not giving up. I think they may have fucked up somewhere along the line. But they're relentless about being a part of your family. Look at that shit. They're like, I don't give a damn. Put me in spiritual jail. I'm still going to be a part of your family. This is hilarious. I'm sorry. I think this shit is funny. Tell me more. Oh God, I cannot. Natural disaster could have avoided. Come on in reverse. This person, no, I don't know. This person's trying to avoid that natural disaster, or maybe they did. Accident. They could have gotten into an accident. Caution, injury, danger. Yeah, natural disaster in reverse. Caution, injury. That sounds like that motherfucking blowback. friendship apology schedule. They're apologizing for planning something. Maybe a friend, or maybe they were something to do with friendship. Somebody's sorry. A friend that has something to do with this guy right here who could have experienced a natural disaster or accident with his goal trying to create this family. Somebody wants to apologize, or they feel very sorry. Maybe about this could have been a friend, something about a friendship group or a friend that was something that was planned, and they're sorry about that. They want to apologize. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel the energy of betrayal, but then I also feel the energy of sincerity and genuineness. You know, but it's almost giving a little too late too. But it is there, but that other bullshit's there too. So I don't know. That's why I was like discernment, because the person is apologetic, but it's like they fucked up, and it could have to do with something with a friend or a friend group. Yeah, they indulgence with these friends or with a group with three. There goes three again. Three people. Three people. Remember the threes? Do you remember? Remember the libation with the three people? Three people. The number three came out. Uranus. I showed you the image with the three. Pluto and Neptune. There is an energy of three in this shit. Somebody was in a group of three, maybe. Two women, one masculine. Two masculines, one woman. Somebody three. Or a third party. I don't know. Tell me more. Somebody's relaxed, though. Because the relaxed card came out and calm. It could be this person here. It's masculine. Ooh, somebody got a spiritual disturbance. Yeah. Yeah, they were trapped. Angry. They're angry about that. Could have gotten some sort of spiritual attachment because of that. Mm-hmm. Fury. Evidence. They have proof of this. Or they know they did detection or detective and an investigation to see what the problem was. That's why they're apologetic, because they know now. Whether or not they told you or not, they know. And now they're in self-preservation mode. They're preserving themselves. They stopped this shit. They did. That's why the third party is doing libations, because somebody was being greedy. Or they were being greedy, wanted their cake and eating it too. Somebody knows that. The indulgence. Somebody knows that. This is straight up how it's coming out. But there is somebody doing black magic. Look, this is a soulmate. Soulmate just really fucked up really bad. I don't know. This is the conflict. That's a conflict also for the third parties. Whether they're friendship groups, a woman, it doesn't matter, because that didn't come out in the tarot. I did see the Queen of Wands, but I feel like the people in the tarot, other than the competition, are the Emperor and the Empress. You know why? Because this stuff isn't relevant anymore. Because look, it says no, that quit was in reverse. But I really do feel like this person walked away. They did have a third party, and they could have separated themselves. Not only because, or not because they like you. Yes, there is a soulmate aspect to this, but the thirst for the pentacles is real, and it kind of overshadows this. You feel me? That's the God honest truth for me. Okay? So there's that, but there is an energy of this. Okay? That is there. But there was just, just could that's why the hangman is coming out. It's complicated. That's why it came out before, because this shit could need time. Because we're not always divine. It doesn't look like this person is they're stepping into it now. Somebody has already completed their star energy, and someone still got a little bit more to go, because they were still doing karmic shit. Even if you were destined to be with them, even if it was just for a lesson, this is not aligning right now. Because first you got to move past all the stuff that happens. Because this person is in the Queen of Swords anyway. Even if I told you to be with this person right now, it would be hard for you to do because you're in the Queen of Swords, cold to this person anyway. You're going to need time to heal from that. I honestly feel like this could be a karmic cycle. I saw the Wheel of Fortune, and karmic cycles take time. I wouldn't say any less than a year. If you really have faith that this person's going to transform, don't have sex with them. Interact with them lightly here and there, but keep your boundaries clear in this Queen of Swords for a year and see how much they self-develop. Circling back after 3 months isn't going to do it. 5 months isn't even going to do it. You're going to put yourself back into a karmic loop and delay all of your blessings again as you fuck with this person for a lesson that you already know, even if they are divinely matched. The timing clearly isn't right. Not if somebody has third parties who's doing magic on you. Because the minute you give, if they haven't completed whatever is happening with those third parties, you're giving the third parties access to you and access to your frequency via this person. Because if they didn't align with your frequency, then they wouldn't be able to plan. They wouldn't be able to have sex with you. They wouldn't be able to, you know what I'm saying? You are agreeing to be on that frequency to meet in exchange. So anybody they have also let through their spiritual door is now walking through yours. That's basically what it is. Somebody doesn't want their spiritual door access to anybody but the person that they let in. Nobody can come in through the back door. And that's what was happening. And now the whole issue of gain and stealing and money and abundance is on the table now because it really was only assigned to one person. Why are all these people trying to access some shit that doesn't have nothing to do with them? Because they're walking through doors that are not, that doesn't have their name on it. They're not even invited. You invited this nigga. Why is this third party here? Why is she in the energy, even if it's not romantic, if it's friends, if it's family, it's whoever? Somebody's paying and being strategic because they want some sort of promise. It seems romantic to me. It's about a promise. They want to curse this promise that they probably could feel because they're doing divination that is going to come from this union. Because there's a lot of there's a high priestess and a hierophant. Whoever the third party is, family, friend, whatever. Maybe if they don't want the promise themselves, and it's not a romantic thing, they don't want this promise to be. And even before it even takes off, because this looks like I saw the origin with the seed, right? So that makes sense because this person is planted. They still have, they're in the Five of Pentacles in the ground. They have to grow. So before this even, they're trying to curse this shit before it even takes off, before it even gives the opportunity to change, transform into anything else. Just curse it and end it. The possibility is there, but this person is not completely into their butterfly yet. And the other person was just barely there too. Like, this needs more time. That's why it's in the Hangman. Don't need to be dating other people. You don't need to be entertaining other people. You need to sit in this. Well, the person that was lonely here was a third party. You need to sit in this and do your transformation. I saw the other day on the internet that a butterfly literally breaks down to liquid form and is built up again out of liquid. The worm goes into the cocoon and breaks all the way down to a liquid form and then builds itself up back through the molecules into a butterfly. And the most amazing part about that whole transformation is that they have the memory from when they were a worm, a caterpillar. They don't forget. They metamorphosized. They went through a metamorphosized. D'accord. Heard that. Right? They metamorphosized into a whole another creature, living thing, structure and everything. And they still have the memory. That's crazy. We can't even go from soul to body with that same thing. We can't do that. We lose all our memories every single time. So the process of transformation is important. You can delay your process, just like a baby forming in the stomach. Like those 9 months are important. You don't need to interrupt it. It's just like when you get on your spiritual path. Like they say, like having spiritual milk before you eat spiritual food. It's levels, it's steps to everything. And if you want to get to this, trying to get it to a good spot. There you go. You gotta go through some things, man. This is the hangman. I mean, it's not easy to see. I don't feel like the importance should be on this person in the background. I wouldn't worry about that shit. That's the least of your concern if you actually want to be with this person. Because they have a lot of things to grow and change. You need to stay away from them so they get out of the strategic energy. Because every time I try to pull it, the goal is family. And it keeps coming out as maybe you're being the blessing. But if you're the blessing, you can continue being your own blessing in your own life and to somebody else. This person, the factor of this person isn't that significant, is what I'm trying to say. Because a lot of people like make it seem like it's your soulmate and it's your partner and this is supposed to happen and you get this abundance with this partner only. I'm not saying that. Not at all. Is success possible together? Yes. Is it better together? Sure. But do you need to sacrifice yourself because this person has to be on this journey? No. No. Let's get some advice. What? Why you say that, Divine Vaughn? Become water. Have you guys said anything? I haven't really checked. Yes, she's live on TikTok as well. Are you on TikTok too? I am. I should be an actress? Oh, thank you. Wow, really? You think so? That's crazy. That sounds crazy to me. Oh, my back. I've been yapping. All right, let's get some advice. Do y'all feel what I'm saying though? Because that's what I'm seeing. I don't know. Where do we get to? 24? That's not too bad. If we can get to 25, that's half of 50K. Thank you for the gift. I was shocked about the liquid part of a butterfly. Oh, yeah, right? Isn't that crazy? Yeah, a butterfly completely turns into liquid. Look it up. In the cocoon. As he's transforming from the caterpillar to the butterfly, that nigga breaks all the way down to the lowest form. Isn't that a tough transformation? You think you got it bad? Where you gotta break your whole foundation, everything apart and start over? The butterfly goes through a lot and find that's why, and they're so beautiful. Has a butterfly ever landed on you? Butterflies don't just land on anybody. They have a lot to do with energy. That and dragonflies too. And animals, period. Because they're like children. You know? But you have to be very still. I went to a butterfly garden and I had a fake flower in my ear and had a lot of perfume on. So when I walked in, all the butterflies came all over me. But I kind of cheated because I had like a scent on and a fake flower or whatever. But in regular situations, you have to have a particular energy for a butterfly to really rest on you like that. Same with a dragonfly. So it's a beautiful thing if that does happen. I think they're very spiritual insects. You know what I'm saying? And I just realized the other day what an intense transformation they have to go through. And that's why people identify with them. I have a dragonfly though. Because, I don't know. It just went with me a little bit more. I do have a butterfly tattoo that I got with my sister, and she identifies she's the butterfly, I'm the dragonfly. But you would think it's the other way around, but it's not. It's not. That's so funny. But yeah, she's always been into butterflies, always. And now that I'm into spirituality, they have such a deep meaning. She's always been into the meaning of that. This one's a writer. But the same thing with the dragonfly. It's just the process of transformation. I don't really know the dragonfly's process, so I have to look into that. But I know that one saying is that their wings are larger, and they're larger because angels or fairies ride on their back or something like that. But whatever, let's get into the advice. We'll see advice, Spirit. One card at a time. Seasons. Yes, this came out last time, and I was thinking about it ever since it did come out. Some things are for just a season, and that's okay, right? We need to acknowledge those seasons, you know what I'm saying, that we're experiencing. Some things are just for a season. Acknowledge the season that you're in. So, etheric chords, Ezuli Dantor. She's a protector of women and mothers, you know. But this specific card talks about, that breaks down to 9 too. 27. This specific card talks about cutting ties that are not essentially true love or real or authentic. So maybe that's what somebody's doing. Whatever they feel isn't real or an authentic situation or doesn't align with their highest. This card speaks about severing those ties. That's what she does. Really look at that's what she does. When I do my cord cuttings and I use imagery, I imagine her with her sword. Maybe somebody did that. Tell me more. Secrets revealed. I feel that's true with the sun and the moon here and the exposure coming out. Wounded healer, that came out already too. Somebody could be a healer. Maybe you were healing this person. Somebody's a healer and they have to heal themselves. They could be wounded. Or maybe this, after healing themselves through this, they become a wounded healer from this situation type of thing. Desire. So somebody's highly desired or you desire something specific. I feel like this transformation is making someone else highly desirable. Last one. Live out loud. Someone's being encouraged to live more out loud. You know, maybe come out of hermit mode possibly. There's gonna come a time where that's gonna shift. It's gonna shift soon. Not gonna be living, so I guess in a healing phase that is normal. This keeps coming out too, creativity. So you could be creating something that has to do with women, womanhood, lots of women, a collective of women may be significant as well. What's the bottom? Celestial alignment. If something is going to align in divine timing, this is the stars that's at work. I would suggest surrendering. Staying to your, divine path in your work and staying to your highest, but really surrendering the situation. If you haven't already. Okay? That is a wrap on this divine masculine, divine feminine situation from yesterday. How long has it been? I don't know. That's quite some time there. It's time to go. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me. I had a great time. Thanks for the likes, the shares, the gifts. We got to like 25K. That's halfway of what we wanted, but this is a strange day. I woke up sick as hell. I almost didn't even make it on here, but I'm glad I did. And I'm glad you were able to join me. I don't know if I'm going to come on tomorrow. I think. We'll see. But it'll be a little bit earlier than today. I didn't make it on until 12. So, I'm not going to put myself in a box, but that is definitely the goal. So look out for me. Put your alerts on. How about that? That way, when I do come on, put it on both YouTube and TikTok. That way, because I feel like TikTok has to come on mad late. And you get the notification really late. Either way, when it's aligned and it's supposed to happen, you're not going to miss the message. But set your alarms so that you can hear me. And if I come on tomorrow, which I should, I plan to. I planned this morning, child, and I got so sick. It was so bad. Oh my God. I literally needed somebody to come and help me. That's how bad it was. But luckily, I shook that and got out of that situation as quickly as possible because I almost didn't make it on here. It was pretty bad. That ginger shot had me folded. Folded. It was bad. I was like, oh my God. What did I do to myself? And you know what was worse was I did it to myself. It wasn't even necessary. I was perfectly fine. So that pissed me off even more. So, but you know, we got right through that. So hopefully tomorrow will be a much smoother start. That's definitely the intention. Okay? I love y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me today and using your thumbs, giving me all those likes. Look at that. I really appreciate that. I love you for that. Yeah, have a good day, Brittany. Thank you, I am. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, okay? Thank you so much. Bye, Kat. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?